Building trust is critical in the sales arena, and I've got 6 data-based trust building strategies that you can implement in your business right now that will help you build trust and sell more of whatever you're selling. If you get some value out of this or you like what you hear, make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications, and if you want to implement things like this in your business in real time, schedule a call with our team and we'll show you how we set our agents up to win and win big. Trust is critical when it comes to sales. Most people, they don't want to trust a salesperson. It's very clear, whether it's a car salesperson, a realtor, something else. And if you look at some data, this just came out from Totality, which is the company formerly known as CoreLogic. I feel like I'm talking about Prince right there, that 41% of buyers who answered a recent survey, their trust was in doubt with their agent because of unreturned phone calls, missed cost estimates, inconsistent timelines and deadlines, and delayed communication. So there's reasons why the trust gets broken. Some people are very trusting from the beginning, others are not. I'm going to give you these 6 strategies you can implement in your business right away. And the first one, it's so obvious. It's consistent two-way communication. This is one of the biggest problems with real estate agents. I'll give you 2 case studies. One, interviewed for a listing. It was a canceled listing. The listing agent did not return a phone call from the seller for 12 days. That's longer than most vacations. They can't return a phone call. I had another agent. The voicemail said, I don't check my voicemail and can't guarantee a same-day response. And if I was a consumer, I wouldn't even leave a voicemail. I would move on to the next agent. This is the stuff people are doing, and that will sabotage your business because of no one's fault but your own. So two-way communication is the number one strategy here. And we're going to go through all 6, and they all got data behind it. According to the NAR survey of home buyers and sellers last year, 89% of consumers looked at communication back and forth that's consistent with call, text, and email as the number one trust-building factor. So 89% of everyone that bought a home in this survey, they wanted two-way communication. So that tells me return your phone calls the same day. As an agent, I want to return calls first thing in the morning and at the end of the day. And that should be a time block in your schedule when you're getting back to people. If you're constantly responding to calls and messages and texts and emails all the time, you're not going to be productive. There is a way to manage this. I'm a big believer of the 3 time blocks you put in your calendar. Anything that came in overnight, you hit on right away. Great time to make phone calls in your car. Obviously don't want to be texting or emailing when you're doing that. And that's an easy way to solve that problem. Then after you're done your morning lead gen, you return calls again midday. Then hopefully you're going on appointments. And then at the end of the day, you're returning calls, you're returning messages, you're returning texts. 3 time blocks: morning, lunch, end of day. That's going to solve all your problems. And don't do anything stupid like saying on your voicemail, I don't return my voicemail. That's idiotic, and that lacks strategy, especially in real estate. Number 2, personalized follow-up system. There's a 2024 study by NAR found that consistent personalized follow-up increased client conversion rates by 78% compared to generic outreach. So if you're sending canned emails and hoping that's going to get a response, you're wrong. Clients trust agents who show sustained attention. So if you're using a CRM, automate your drip campaigns, right? Based on the client preferences. Maybe send personalized property suggestions, sending a personalized video addressing a specific concern within 24 hours of a showing. Data shows that personalized video messages boost engagement by 35%, according to HubSpot. Sending pre-appointment videos that are personalized, mentioning the client's name, sending a post-appointment video that's personalized. This stuff will work. It shows attention, and it indicates a 78% higher conversion rate. That's an incredible number. So anything that requires some attention, make it personal. Phone calls are personalized. You're having a conversation with somebody. Personalized videos, they jump conversion by 35%. Strategy number 3, transparency with data-driven market insights. According to a Zillow survey, 65% of buyers trust agents more when they provide clear, data-backed market insights. So knowing your average days on market, knowing the average list-to-sales price ratio, citing specific sales data when you're looking at comparables in the neighborhood to give guidance on pricing. The transparency around pricing and trends, it makes you credible. It makes you trustworthy. Hyperlocal content like what we do on our video show here, or when we meet with clients and show them the trends, well, that gives you a lot of trust. And 65% of buyers are going to trust you more because of that. So showing sellers charts of recent neighborhood sales data, do that in every listing appointment, the personalized CMA, not that nonsense that your MLS gives you, but something you put together yourself. All that's going to help. Number 4, client testimonials with specific results. According to a Bright Local study, 52% of clients are more likely to refer agents who showcased detailed testimonials or reviews with measurable outcomes. Sold in 10 days for $50,000 above the asking price, as an example. Specific success stories validate expertise. When you're looking at time on market, what you sold a home for, how fast you were able to help somebody, how many homes you had to show them. All those numbers create specifics and they give certainty. And when you have client reviews, that's going to help you become 52% more referable. Imagine if you got 52% more referrals than you got last year from closed clients and people you know. So you ask for the testimonial. This is really important. A lot of agents skip this step. I do it at a high point in the transaction before it closes. Again, right as the transaction closes, and make it very easy for people to write the review. And ask them to put some specifics in there. The town that you helped them in, time on market, pricing, whatever their problem was and how you solved it. Don't be afraid to give a little coaching and make it an effort and a goal in your business to have a certain amount of reviews. We have a rock we track every month of how many Google reviews we're trying to get. Currently, our company has over 1,300 reviews across all platforms, and it's not enough. We're looking for more because we know how important they are. 52% more referrals. The data doesn't lie. Strategy number 5. This is really important. Proactive problem solving. So offering people options. A 2025 Inman News report showed that agents who anticipate and address issues like inspection concerns when you're touring a property, or knowing there might be an appraisal issue when you get a home at a really incredible price, they retain 85% of clients for future transactions because your proactive notation of the issue signals reliability, and people want a reliable agent. You know where the red flags are when you look at a home. You see the wall that's a little wonky, or the bulge in the stucco, or there's a leak somewhere, or you smell mold. You got to tell your buyers about this stuff because it shouldn't be a surprise when it's on their inspection report in a lot of cases. If you don't know how to do that, talk to an inspector. Have them guide you on what to look for. Reach out to experts in your community to bone up on your knowledge. And when you see the red flags like very little cash to close when you're presenting an offer, and you tell that to your seller, that really goes a long way. So the more you can vet these offers, the better. Don't be an order taker, be proactive. And conducting thorough research for pre-listing, pre-offers, presenting offers, and offering options. Hey, we could do 1, 2, or 3. Which one's going to be easier for you? Thank you, Phil Jones. That's going to go a long way. So the last one here, and this to me is so critical, it's number 6, active listening with discovery questions. According to a Salesforce study in 2023, salespeople using discovery questions to understand clients close 40% more sales. 40%. So all you've got to ask is the discovery questions. Think about LP Mama. Think about AMT. AMT is for sellers. Appointment, motivation, time frame. Where are they moving to? What's important when selecting an agent? What sort of features in a home are going to get you really excited about buying it? What's buying a home like this going to do for your family? That's all the discovery questions we're talking about. And when you ask these targeted questions during client meetings, during the first phone call, or maybe, hey, what are you nervous about? Anything I should be aware of up front? Log the responses in your CRM so you remember what they said. And then all of a sudden, when they said, hey, we want to sell quickly, or communication's important, and you're at the actual meeting, because you should be pre-qualifying all your appointments. We've talked about that many times on Agent Hacks. You can hit on those things up front, and you're listening and addressing those concerns. 6 techniques, all based on data. The data never lies, my friends. So if you follow these techniques, you're going to close more sales. The data's there to back it up. All you got to do is implement.